Coffee is one of the most widely consumed beverages worldwide, and its diverse flavors and profiles largely come from the different species of coffee plants. The four main species of coffee that dominate global production are Arabica, Coffea arabica; Robusta, Coffea canephora; Liberica, Coffea liberica; and Excelsa, Coffea excelsa. Each species has distinct characteristics in terms of flavor, cultivation, and growing conditions. 1. Arabica, Coffea arabica. Characteristics. 1. Arabica is the most widely cultivated and consumed coffee species, making up around 60 to 70% of global coffee production. It is known for its smooth, mild flavor and aromatic complexity, often with fruity, floral, and sweet notes. 2. Arabica coffee tends to have higher acidity, which is often considered a desirable trait in specialty coffees. 3. Arabica beans have a rounded shape, are larger than Robusta beans, and have a more elongated crease on the side. Cultivation. 1. Arabica plants thrive in higher altitudes with cooler climates, typically between 600 to 2,000 meters above sea level. They are more sensitive to temperature fluctuations and pests compared to Robusta plants, requiring more careful cultivation. 2. The species prefers rich, well-drained soils and is grown mainly in Latin America, East Africa, and parts of Asia. Flavor profile. 1. Arabica coffee is prized for its nuanced flavor profile, often featuring notes of berries, chocolate, nuts, and floral undertones. Its smoothness and brightness make it a favorite in specialty coffee circles. 2. Robusta, Coffea canephora. Characteristics. 1. Robusta is the second most common coffee species, accounting for around 30 to 40% of global coffee production. 2. Robusta beans are smaller and rounder than Arabica beans, with a more pronounced, bitter flavor profile. The beans contain higher levels of caffeine, which contribute to their stronger, more robust taste. 3. Robusta is known for its earthy, woody, or even nutty flavors, with less complexity and acidity compared to Arabica. It is often used in espresso blends for added body and crema. Cultivation. 1. Robusta plants are hardier and more resistant to pests and diseases than Arabica. They can thrive at lower altitudes, sea level to 800 meters, and tolerate higher temperatures and rainfall. 2. This species is commonly grown in West and Central Africa, Southeast Asia, particularly Vietnam and Indonesia, and parts of South America. Flavor profile. Robusta coffee tends to have a stronger, harsher flavor with earthy, nutty, and sometimes astringent notes. Its higher caffeine content also gives it a more bitter taste, which some coffee drinkers enjoy for its boldness. 3. Liberica, Coffea liberica. Characteristics. 1. Liberica is a less common coffee species, often found in smaller quantities in global coffee markets. It is known for its distinctive flavor and aroma, which sets it apart from both Arabica and Robusta. 2. The beans are irregular in shape, larger, and more elongated than Robusta beans. They also have a unique, somewhat smoky or woody scent when brewed. Cultivation. 1. Liberica plants are generally grown in tropical climates and are native to West Africa. However, they are now also cultivated in parts of Southeast Asia, including the Philippines and Malaysia. 2. Liberica plants are more resistant to diseases and pests than Arabica but are more challenging to grow than Robusta, making them less common in large-scale production. Flavor profile. The flavor of Liberica coffee is often described as bold, with smoky, woody, and sometimes fruity notes. It has a fuller body than Arabica and can have a slightly floral or even tobacco-like flavor. The uniqueness of Liberica makes it a niche coffee for adventurous drinkers. 4. Excelsa, Coffea excelsa. Characteristics. Excelsa is a variety of Liberica, and while it is often classified as a separate species, it is genetically closer to Liberica than other coffee plants. The beans are small, irregular in shape, and often darker in color. Excelsa beans are known for their complex, unique flavors, which differ from typical Arabica and Robusta coffees. Cultivation. 1. Excelsa coffee is primarily grown in Southeast Asia, particularly in the Philippines and Vietnam. It is cultivated in lower altitudes and requires a hot, humid climate to thrive. 2. Though it's less commonly cultivated than Arabica and Robusta, it is still prized in certain regions for its distinctive taste. Flavor profile. Excelsa is known for its bold, fruity, and sometimes tangy flavors. It can have a complex profile with dark, savory undertones and a mild acidity. Some describe it as having hints of dark fruit, spice, and even hints of woodiness. Its versatility makes it an intriguing component in blends, often contributing depth and complexity. Summary of coffee plant species. Each coffee species offers a unique flavor and experience, contributing to the rich diversity of the coffee world. Whether you prefer the smoothness of Arabica, the boldness of Robusta, or the distinctive qualities of Liberica and Excelsa, the variety of coffee plants ensures there's something for every palate.